You see, you are an antenna, and you can choose to tune into any frequency you like. From the lower frequency perspective, from those radio stations, we can always find problems and challenges, and they're never ending as long as you're staying on that same radio station. This radio station is dedicated to playing low vibrational music, frequency, never-ending challenges and issues. You can choose to tune into higher vibrational frequencies, higher consciousness. Once you start tuning into it more and more, you start feeling more clarity, you start feeling lighter, you start receiving downloads and support from a higher perspective. This higher frequency is incredibly healing to your body, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body. And while some investigation in lower bodies can be helpful, I find tuning into higher vibrational states one of the most effective ways to heal. At this level, you don't need to have to figure things out per se, but you have to tune into the frequency, allow this frequency be in your body, in your auric field, and rest. Rest knowing that this frequency, this light, is doing the healing work for you. In a way, you can say it's a surrender. Human mind always thinks that it has to figure everything out. It has to fix all the problems. It has to get things right. When it comes to enlightenment, human mind is not something we should lead with. Over time, as you spend more time in those higher vibrational frequencies, you are reprogramming your mind. Your mind becomes more calm because it starts understanding that it doesn't have to work overtime, be in overdrive. It doesn't have to figure it all out. It has to stay out of the way. And you start learning how to use your mind in helpful ways and how to quiet your mind when it's helpful. This is why meditation is so important, so helpful. This is basics. You training your mind to quiet down. As your mind is quieting, you are allowing higher frequency vibrations to come into your body. In this allowing state, you are healing, you are reprogramming, you are embodying more of truth. So, traditional meditation, mindfulness meditation, is the first step. And the next step is taking a little bit more active approach, embodying the authority within you understanding that you do have a choice and you can actively choose to tune into this vibration, higher vibration, and stay tuned into it. Some people get there because of big challenges in their life, because they just can't stand to be in the lower vibrational frequencies anymore. Some people get there gradually, over time. Either way, it's a choice, and it's also a desire within you. You have to have a desire for it. If you don't, it's easy to go back down. You have to understand that it is much more difficult to live in lower densities, lower vibrational state, lower part of mind. Our ego, our mind can convince us that it is easier not to meditate. I don't want to do anything. This sounds difficult. But it's a trick the mind does to try to keep you safe. Its whole program is about keeping you safe. Going into something new means there is potential risk, danger. We lived and survived so far with this old program, so we must keep it this way. Do not introduce any potential newness, because there's a potential challenge, aka risk. So your lower mind will do everything to convince you not to meditate, not to go deeper, not to go into higher state of consciousness, because it's unknown. It can be perceived as danger. Unknown, aka danger. You have to understand this. It's an illusion that staying in your comfort zone is easier. When you stay in your lower state of consciousness, you're always going to be played by your mind and ego. You're going to be pushed around. You are going to be controlled by your desires, by your thoughts. It is extremely uncomfortable and difficult place to be. Yes, it takes some focus and effort to change this program, tune into different radio station, but through repetition, it becomes more and more effortless. And once you're there, you will realize that this type of consciousness is so much more enjoyable and pleasurable. There is bliss in there without you needing much. The constant background of energy is bliss. So now you are liberated, because you don't need to take any specific actions, work hard, change yourself, accomplish, achieve, buy things to be blissful. You are just naturally blissful. You're not controlled by your mind and desires anymore. You understand the illusion that chasing for the external things do not provide you long-term sustainable happiness. You understand this is only short-term indulgence. and you understand that really what matters the most is being able to focus on wanted radio signal, preferred radio signal. From there, not only you are healing your entire system, not only you're feeling blissful, you are receiving insights, guidance. You don't feel stress. You allow life to just unfold while enjoying every part of it. So yes, it does take some dedication, focus, repetition. But once you're there, you will see how much easier your life gets. How many illusions you were lost in the lower dimensions. Enlightenment and getting into the higher state of mind should be your primary focus. It is the most important thing in your life. Understand that. And start taking aligned actions. If you're still lacking motivation and slacking, you might still need a little bit more challenges and issues, more pain. Unfortunately, that's what most people need, to be pushed to the edge so they start making better decisions. And this is not a punishment from the universe. This is only energy. We are naturally all going that direction. Entire Earth is going that direction. And when you are not flowing with it, it feels like resistance. It feels like you're being challenged. It feels like you're feeling a lot of negative emotions because you're not in the natural flow of life. So it's your choice. Resist it or go forward. It's not about becoming better. It's about learning how to navigate this life better for yourself, to have a better experience. All experiences are valid and helpful. Again, it's a choice. What kind of experience do you want to have? What do you prefer? If you keep staying in lower vibrational states, it might be that there's still a part of you that's preferring this state for some reason. Have this inner dialogue with yourself and decide what do you prefer, and move forward from there.